November is already upon us, and with that brings some more changes to our weather. While we enjoyed a normal October, November looks like it could have some surprises in store for us. On average, November brings these stats. The month will start out with normal highs around 54 for daytime highs and around 33 for the lows, but look at what happens throughout the month. Temperatures will plummet as winter gets closer. By the end of the month, daytime highs could be only in the low to mid-30s and lows at night into the teens and 20s. On the precipitation side of our weather, the state on average sees about 2.4 inches of moisture, but some of that has been known to fall as snow, where mainly the northern half of the state on average can see between 1 to 3 inches of snow by month's end. And speaking of snow, we'll mention when we might see some coming here in just a moment. Taking a look at temperatures for the weekend and the upcoming week, we'll see temperatures today holding in the upper 40s across the Midwest as a low off to our northeast pulls away, dropping cooler Canadian air down over the upper Midwest. Lows at night will also plunge with the air mass. Some areas in northern Iowa could even drop as low as the mid-20s. Though the weekend temps will hold steady and maybe climb a few degrees by Monday. Overnight lows through the weekend will also hold fairly steady. But by Monday, take a look at what's ahead. Monday's temps look to plunge back down to what could be the coolest temps since last winter, with highs in the low 30s and lows at night into the teens and 20s. Part of what will bring these changes to our temps by next week is the jet stream. Through the weekend, we'll see the polar jet start to push south out of Canada, opening up lots of cold air to push south along with a series of weak storm systems that should for the most part stay to our north. We could see, though, a chance of a few flurries late Monday night with a small upper level disturbance. However, each of these low pressure systems moving out of Canada through Minnesota and into the Great Lakes region will only reinforce the colder air over much of Iowa. Now, normally we don't go beyond 7 days in our forecast, but just to give you a long-range outlook, let's take a look at the GFS model. Here we are looking at Saturday, and rolling through next week, you can see what series of storm systems to our north, but watch what happens by mid to late next week. Some computer models, including this one, are starting to hint at possibly what could be our first round of snow, with a southern track storm system bringing moisture north out of the Gulf of Mexico. If this setup should play out, parts of eastern Iowa could be in store for some quite early snowfall. It is definitely something we'll be keeping an eye on. Bringing things closer to home for today, across eastern Iowa, mostly cloudy skies and 47 are to be expected for most communities in the area. Overnight tonight, clouds will stick around, keeping us a little warmer around 34. For your Saturday, clouds will stick around and the wind will pick up from northwest at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Daytime highs will hover in the low to mid 40s across the state, making wind chills at times in the 30s. You will definitely want to bundle up through the weekend. Taking a look at your weather Vision 7-day forecast, you'll again see the cool temps arriving through much of the 7-day as highs will remain in the upper 40s and continue to drop throughout much of the next week from the upper 40s to at times maybe the mid to upper 30s. Overnight lows will be dropping as well from the 30s to at times maybe even as low as some upper teens. Though again, much of the action next week will stay to our north into Minnesota and the Great Lakes region, leaving us with the cool, cloudy, and breezy conditions through most of the upcoming week.
Just keep holding the snow off as long as you can, Jordan.